Hey y'all! Welcome to day 4 of Sharing in 5. I am so excited to be on here with you guys, sharing some tips about personal reach outs. This is one of my favorite topics because I love talking to people about plexus. And maybe you don't have that kind of confidence just yet, and don't worry, it will come. I promise. It gets easier the more you do it. And so that's the fun part about all of this is getting you to do it more and more often so that you can build confidence in yourself. So we have confidence in you and we have confidence in plexus. So I know that you have probably learned so much over the last couple of days from some of my friends, and I know that you are probably feeling so encouraged. And so I just want to kind of help you lean into that today, and I want to encourage you a little bit more. And I'm taking some notes here so I don't get off on a tangent. So let's talk about posting. So maybe you have been posting on Facebook and maybe you're not getting the response that you thought that you were going to get. Maybe all 3 of your best friends haven't jumped in and said, "What are you doing? I'm ready." And that's okay. That's totally normal. There's a lot of things about Facebook and social media and algorithms. Maybe you're like me and you weren't real savvy with Facebook when you first getting started on Plexus. When I first started sharing Plexus, I didn't even have Facebook. I didn't even have a Facebook. So I had to create my presence on Facebook. So I had to start at ground 1 or ground 0 or ground negative. So I can tell you that Facebook is amazing and Instagram amazing. Social media has brought this business so far. But if you don't have presence there, I don't want you to feel like that this isn't for you, because it's totally doable because I am doing it. Okay, so I want to encourage you there. So if you've posted, first of all, I am so dang proud of you for posting. And nobody has responded, or you've only gotten a couple of responses, or the responses you have gotten isn't what you expected, hang tight. I'm going to tell you a different way. Or another way, another tool in your tool belt, okay? And that is personally reaching out to friends. This is not cold calling. This is not sales. We don't want any of that, okay? Plexus is about relationships, and I want to help you. If you have already made your list of 30 to 40 people that I think it's a blessed list, then you are on the right track. That is what we are going to use today to kind of do some personal reach outs, okay? So I've got 3 tips for you, okay? And the first one is make it personal. When you're reaching out to your friends and your family on that list of 30 to 40 people, you want to make it personal, and you don't want it to be generic, everything for the same person on that list, because every person on that list isn't, maybe it's not the same relationship. It's not the you want to deal with it with a little bit different etiquette with each person, okay? So 1, Plexus is all about relationship building, okay? For somebody to trust you with their health choices, most of the time they have to have a relationship with you, right? It's all about trust. So the first thing you're going to want to do is kind of reconnect with that person. When you reach out to them, you're not going to want to reach out to them and be like, "Hey girl, I'm selling Plexus. You want some?" I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that if somebody sent that to me, I would say no. Because I wouldn't have even known what Plexus was then. So I would have been like, definitely not. Is that Tupperware? I don't know what that is, but that's not something I need. You want to reconnect with them. You want to engage with them. You want to build some confidence back. Maybe you haven't talked to your friend in a couple of years. It's time to rebuild that relationship. Facebook is a great place for that, because you can see what's going on in their life, and you can comment on their posts, and you can start connecting those algorithms so they start seeing your post. But between now and then, reconnect with them. Send them a text message. How's things going? I saw this on Facebook, and wow, congratulations on your promotion. Wow, congratulations on your new baby. Girl, I can't believe you already have 3 kids. Wow, where has the time gone? There's all kinds of ways to reconnect. So first you want to reconnect with your friends. Maybe you've already connected with your friends. Maybe on your list is everybody that you talk to on a regular basis. Great, that's even better. those are the people that you want to go to the next step with. The next step is to keep it simple. When you are reaching out to your friends, tip number 2 is to keep it simple. Once you've built that relationship or the relationship is already there, now you're preparing to ask them about Plexus. And I want to tell you how to do that very simply and very naturally. Is that we don't want to sell Plexus, and you don't need a sales pitch for that, okay? And you don't want to over-educate, or like we say, vomit Plexus on your friends and family. Right now is not the time to go into the whole shebang. And trust me, I have been so guilty of that so many times because I love the whole shebang. Like, I love everything about Plexus, so I want to tell you all about it because I'm so excited. But your friend that's never heard of Plexus or has heard about it or this or that or thinks it's this or thinks it's that, they don't need an education right now. They want your excitement, but so we want to tone it back just a little bit if you can. For me, it's hard. And then the next tip I want to give you is you just want to ask. Okay, so here's where the rubber hits the road. This is something that I use, and this is how I approach it. Now, of course, I want you to make it your own, but this is a very simple script to help you break the ice and talk to your friends. So once you've reconnected, once you know that you're going to keep it super simple and you're ready to go, here it is. I like to send something to the effect of, hey girl, or so you may or may not have seen lately on Facebook, but I have recently decided to take charge of my health, or get control of my weight, or I've been looking for better sleep and energy because that mom brain, whatever applies to you. And right now I am loving Plexus. Have you ever heard of that? Have you ever tried Plexus? Something to that effect. See how natural and easy? It's just like if I was in Target and I found some really cool magnetic lashes. Girl, have you tried XOS magnetic lashes? It's the same thing. I'm just telling them what's working for me, and then I'm telling them or asking them if they have ever heard it. So I'm ending with the question. The other thing I also like to end with is some confidence. Oh my goodness, it is amazing. Or something like, I never knew some vitamins or this pink drink of all things could make me feel this incredible. Okay, so just simple and natural in your personality, okay? Not my personality. If you don't get overly excited about things, then you want to keep it in your own terms. You don't want them to think that something crazy's happened to you. But it's okay to be excited because, I get excited. So, all right, this is no different than your Target, your favorite Target thing. So keep that in mind, that this doesn't have to be complicated, okay? The other thing I want to tell you is that text messaging is fine. If you text all the time, that is fine. If you don't have time to pick up the phone and call your friend or call your Aunt Betty or whoever and tell them about Plexus, then I get it. I'm a mama of 5. It is really hard for me to talk on the phone. But I will tell you that most phones have a voice text or a video text. And that is gold because people see you or they hear you. So much can get misconstrued in a text message and come across the way you don't intend it to. And your heart, your voice, your emotions, your passion, your compassion can all be seen or heard in a voice text or a video message. So I really like those 2 options. I have a lot more success with those 2 options because my friends then know it's me and they hear my crazy voice. So once you have led into the conversation that you've told your friends what you're doing, what you're excited about, most of the time they respond with something like, oh girl, that is awesome. Oh my gosh, yes, I would love to lose 10 more pounds. You know that? We've been walking and going to the gym or whatever. Or yes, I need sleep too, girl. You're getting sleep? Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Your friends are going to be excited. Or they're going to be like, no, I've never heard of Plexus. What is that? Or I've heard of it, but I've heard this. And so here is your opportunity, okay? So the next thing that you're going to want to figure out, kind of like being a little detective, is what their goals are. So if you've told them that you're taking back your control of your weight and they're saying, yes, that's the same thing I want, well, then you obviously know what their goal is. But, and it could be a family member or somebody that you're close with that you already know their goal. And you can even say, depending on that relationship, girl, I know that you are like me and you need energy during the middle of the day, girl. I know that we have been like talking about this and it's nap time at 2 o'clock at your house. And I'm not having to do that anymore. Like, I'm making my bed these days, you know? So depending on your relationship is really going to depend on how that conversation is going to look for you. But the next thing you want to do is plant that seed. You want to give them something tangible, which is going to be either a three-way chat with your sponsor, or it's going to be a video. There's a couple of links to the video in day one with like the microbiome, which is incredible. That is my favorite one to send. It's short, sweet, it's animated, and it talks about the foundation, which is Triflex, which is something I love. Or you can always, we have these testimony pages. My favorite is Peek into Plexus. You can add them to that and tag them in something. It's something about when somebody reads something in their own voice, it builds confidence in them. So it takes, I want y'all to also know this, it takes between 5 to 7, I believe, Plexus touches sometimes for people to make a decision. So your friend may initially trust you and they may go ahead and jump on board with you and be your accountability partner or whatever, but you are going to run into, at some period of time, somebody that's going to need extra information. And those 3 tools, your sponsor, those 3-way text messages are gold also. I'm telling you. Something about saying, hey girl, yes, I know all about that mental clarity. And my friend, whoever your sponsor, that's exactly what she was dealing with. And I would love to put us in a 3-way text because I don't have all the answers to what it was that you were looking for, or maybe your friend's got some questions and you don't know the answer to them, and that is all perfect and okay. That's what your sponsor is for, or anybody in this thread is for. And you just say, I'd love to throw you in a 3-way text with us and let her answer your questions because she knows a lot about this stuff. That is perfect, okay? And or sending them the microbiome video. Then the next thing you want to do is, if you've sent the video or plugged them into Peek into Plexus, is ask them what resonated with them. What did you love about that video? Or what did you love about that testimony? Can you believe that she did this, this, or this? You know, and see what they feel like. You know, get a vibe back for them, okay? And then the next thing it's going to be is making them the offer their solution, giving them their solution. And that's finding one of the welcome packs for them, okay? And then there's steps for all of that in day 1 as well. And always, always, if you need help, your sponsor is there to help you. Okay, so that's my 3 tips. And the last thing that I want to leave you with is this, is that if you have reached out to 30 people and only 3 of them have responded to you, I think I said this earlier, that is totally normal. That is common, normal, and to be expected. Your consistency in sharing, your consistency in follow-up, your consistency in posting is what builds belief and confidence. Okay? So get out there and be consistent and build that belief. And I believe in you. So I hope that you are enjoying this, and I cannot wait to see what the rest of the week holds for y'all.